Hello and welcome to 10K Replay with Commentary, where I will explain every decision I make and talk about moves on the map in 10K MMR lobby. Today, I bring you a replay of Skywrath position 4, a hero that I recently released a guide for. I think a lot of interesting things happen in this game, including many deaths in the early game and then recovering from them, and this is something you've asked me about. So for this game I'm playing Skywrath position 4. My lane partner is Primal Beast, so a very good setup later on for me. And then I have two heroes that pretty much offer the same thing, which is Klinks and Huerta. They offer range, damage, and that's it. So I need to make sure my Primal Beast has a good game in order for me to have a good game, right? Because I offer damage, so does Klinks and Huerta, and then Primal Beast is pretty much the only initiation. So here we smoke out of the base, Primal goes top, and this, I'm assuming he's gonna do the trick with the creeps, which is get the creeps here, get level 2. I click on him, I see green 8 on him, so I know that he's gonna go for the creeps. So I know that we cannot really be aggressive. And then I walk here, my smoke pops, so I know that they are bot. I mean, enemies are bot. So even though I feel like we are stronger level 1, if my beast doesn't want to participate, we cannot really fight. So I go for the top one, right? And I see Weaver. I know that he's most likely alone. And even if he's not, it's very unlikely that they will kill me, as Weaver has like no slow. I mean, he has slow on his W, right? But other than that, he has no slow with Phoenix, who's gonna be position 5. So I'm like pretty safe to do whatever I'm doing here. My beast gets level 2. I see Phoenix is position 5, so I'm like, okay. What I can do right now, there's obviously gonna be no creeps, but Weaver is a ranged hero. He's gonna struggle against the tower to last hit, so I know I can pressure him. But obviously I cannot use my W before he uses his Shukuchi pretty much, as then he is gonna dodge it, right? So I'm pressuring him right now. Phoenix shows up for some reason, and he's being aggressive, and he simply forgot that my beast is level 2 at this point. So we're gonna get that kill. Perfect for us. I get the first blood, great. So right now I'm thinking, okay, so there's two ways I can go with the items, right? One is boots with 500 gold, and the second one is like no talisman, right? Boots are very important for the lanes that you need to run away from enemies, and here I'm not running away from them. They have like two ways to close the gap, so I'm going for no talisman. Once Weaver goes on me, uses Shukuchi, notice how I'm gonna pressure him, right? So I can cast my spells and try to pressure him. He obviously gets the range denied, so that's my bad. I'll turn on the last hits as well. My beast went base as he has no HP, but he doesn't really care. He's already over level 2. I'm gonna hit level 2 this way. I need to kite back. I cannot be aggressive right now as I'm against two heroes. My beast is coming. And then we're gonna play the lane. I will fuck up the laning stage a bit, but you're gonna see how my devs impact the lane in a good way. Like, even though it's not perfect to die, it's like not bad as well. So right here I'm just trading. I feel like so as of now, I'm just trading my HP. I feel like I cannot afford to go for the small camp blocked, and I didn't block it with Sentry. So that's perhaps my bad. But I know the camp is there, right? On the right. So the worst case scenario for me is like, they will pull, and I will pull as well. I try to pressure Weaver, but it's a very hard lane for us to pressure unless he commits. If he commits, we're probably gonna be able to kill him, right? So because I didn't block, I go for the small camp, and I'm trying to leech some XP, but I'm playing too aggressive, and Weaver is like, he has no creeps here to farm, right? So he's gonna commit for me, as he's not losing anything, and because of this I'm gonna die. And it's my mistake, clearly. But we would get the kill, but the beast attacks the beetle once, and that's why he misses the kill on the Weaver, right? So that's my bad, in the sense that I just feed. But on the other hand, I would just die to trade versus Weaver, and I'll be fine with that. But here this doesn't happen. Right now I dropped the sentry. Weaver commits. He didn't realize I dropped the sentry. So I'm just running into the tower. And obviously, looking at this, I just died without the TP, but I killed enemy carry. Phoenix is gonna die as well. So, in a sense, it's my bad, I guess, but I'm fine with that trade. Because Weaver is dead, and Beast gets killed on the lane, and he's alone right now. I don't have a TP, so that's obviously unfortunate, but considering how I need my Beast to have a good game right now, he has the lane for himself, 1. 2, he has like no one to contest him. Wave is under the tower, right? So he's like perfectly happy to last it here. So I'm like walking to the lane. I have extra time, so I'm gonna stack both camps. I'm looking at the timer, right? So always when you die and you have like no TP, you need to look at the timer. And maybe you're gonna be able to stack the camps, right? So here I'm pretty much back in the lane. My primal beast is level 4. This is like highest in the game right now. So I'm very happy with that, right? And here what's gonna happen, just after I reach the lane, we get ganked at 4 minutes by enemy mid laner, which is kind of surprising for me. I wasn't familiar that Meepo is going to gank at 4 minutes, but there we go. There we go. So it's kind of unfortunate for me. But what can you do, right? So I'm looking at the other lanes. If there's any lane I can impact right now. Beast gives me... never mind. It's not this time yet. So I'm coming back to the lane. I have silence. So right now we can actually kill Weaver, right? Even if he doesn't have Yushugoji. We can actually kill him. That's why I want to be here. Because there's impact to be had, right? With the silence. Because the only thing that is stopping us from killing the Weaver is pretty much his ability to just run away, right? Same for Phoenix. Like, if they cannot run away, we can just overwhelm them with damage. So I want to take silence level 3. Usually I would take bolt level 3. But here the decision is made to have that kill, have a chance to get kills here. My bot lane is dominating, so I don't need to pay much attention to them right now. And again, I'm pressuring Weaver. We have Catapult here. I don't think we can pressure the lane. So I'm trying to pressure Weaver only. And here I ping for the Lotus, as I think we can get it. But again, this mistake happens 2 times in this game. I believe I can go and do something, but Weaver has nothing to do. He has no creeps to hit right now. He just farmed under the tower, right? So because of this, I'm just gonna die again, like an idiot. And that's my bad. But from this point, I think the game is gonna look decent again. So again, I look bot. Okay, they get a kill. I'm gonna look top. Okay, there's XP shrine. So if I do a TP right now, this might cost me XP, right? I have to keep that in mind. Right now, I know that I have enough time for me to just walk into the XP shrine, so I'm saving my TP. There's no reason to waste it. Then I see this, and I see Lich is coming, and I'm okay. I'm gonna commit for this and be in time for the XP. And as you can see, we probably only get that kill because of me. Because I silenced the Meepo. And again, level 3, if I didn't take the silence, we don't get that kill. And maybe we didn't kill the Weaver with that, but we actually did kill the mid laner, right? So here bot is here, the bot lane is going awful for them, so bot wants to rotate. But I pinged it already, that I cannot TP as I TP'd mid. Lich TP is here, and just like that, he gets level 6 because of it. And we save the XP shrine. So that's very good for us. I'm level 5 after this start, after 4 deaths, so I'm pretty happy with that. I need to keep in mind that I need my level 6 ASAP, right? So I'm just standing on the top lane right now, I'm just waiting for the beast to come. I'm farming like defensively, but I'm still trying to farm and I get caught again. But this death is like fine. My carry is farming. My mid lane is farming. I mean, he's rotating at this point. So this death is fine in the sense of that I wasn't trying to do anything stupid. I just found myself between 3 heroes. trying to get levels, right? So that's just unfortunate. Lich is level 6, Beast is level 6. Beast is level 6, despite me just like dying on the top lane, because he gets the lane alone for a lot of the time, right? And then I connect to the top lane because we just killed the Weaver. And I know that if he doesn't get to stun the Weaver with his ultimate on Beast, it's very hard for us to kill him, right? So I'm like, okay, I will rotate to the top lane right now to try and get the kill on the Weaver again. But Rider happens to be there and he just dies. So we want to pressure the tower right now. We would prefer to get Weaver kill instead of Bat, but this is what happens. So the main goal was to pressure this tower and get this tower, right? When we just get it. It's awkward to pressure mid lane. It's like way harder for you to just siege the mid lane, right? Because there's one hero that is gonna defend it, and then top lane is like easier for us to pressure, and then it's easier for us to get the tower. So trade versus Meepo that just got the mid tower, right? And right now, I don't want to make any moves. I'm level 5.5. I want my level 6 ASAP. So I could stay top and try to get kills. But on the other hand, I wouldn't be able to, get my level 6. So here, I see there are things happening on the bot lane. And top lane is Weaver, like, again. But I don't want to do anything. I need my level 6. Meepo is farming nicely. Weaver is farming nicely. So this game is like, despite a lot of kills, it's not like it's over, right? And as soon as I get my level 6, I ping top lane, okay, I'm coming top, we kill Weaver. And that's the plan. But what's gonna happen is, I see shit is happening bot, so I will just TP there and react. If that's not the case, look, I'm silencing this guy, he's just gonna die, right? If I wasn't there, we just don't get this guy. And obviously I would prefer to go top and just get that kill on Weaver, but you have to react to those type of things. He's just gonna get away. I'm like, okay, I'm level 6. Actually quite rich at this point. So this is the new build, right? I'm using pretty much this build every game right now. Meteor Hammer is something that you really like because you want Kaya on this hero. Like, full stop. Kaya is the item on the hero. It allows you to deal more damage, but more importantly, it just solves your mana problems. Pretty much solves them, right? And Meteor Hammer is like 700 gold on top of Kaya that allows you to farm waves, which you're gonna see here in this game. So here they trade 1 for 1. I could probably play with Beast top and try to get kills, but I don't wanna, be overly aggressive at this point. As we pretty much took this tower, right? They took the mid tower, so I know they will siege this, right? So that's their next goal. So I don't want to be overly aggressive here. My Klink's smoke stop. For some reason I go with her, but there's no reason for me to actually be there as they get the kill themselves. So up until this point, honestly, looking at this replay, I'm pretty much getting carried, right? Like, it's close to getting carried, right? But again, we're gonna start making moves as I'm close to Kaya at this point. I rotate towards the mid lane. We get 1 kill. And suddenly we get the 2nd kill. My silence, I'm level 8. And 3rd kill. So this way we just opened them up so much because we were at the bot lane, right? We defended the tower, rotated towards the top lane. Klinks obviously got a kill here. And then we rotated to the mid lane. And suddenly every lane is danger zone for enemies, right? So that's your goal. If you have any kind of advantage, you want enemies to just get kicked out of your positions, right? You're part of the map. And this is the first step. Kill them everywhere you can. So here we do it again, right? We just killed top, mid. Let's go bot, right? We get a kill again. Nice. And why is this a good move? Because first, if they don't get this tower, there's no pressure, right? So there's a tower as well. This is the last tier 1. We obviously would love to get it. And doing it at this certain moment allows us to contest the XP shrine. That's the goal, right? We open this tower, we get the XP shrine. Beast is farming top. Yeah, he gets the blink right now, so he's like fight ready right now. There's Batrider that got lost here. We get yet another kill, and we want to hang around in this area to get the XP shrine. That's the main goal. But Muerta sees farm top, and she's like, okay guys, you need to go back, right? And I'm like, I don't really want to go back. I want to get a kill. I know my leech is very rich and has a blink at this point. So I'm pinging the Darkshield that wants to farm the lane. He's gonna die here. I see a TP, so I'm like, I cannot commit for the XP shrine. Yeah, he does. So I need to go back, but even though my Muerta rotated, my Leech has a blink, he understands the game, right? So looking at our lineup, it's very important for us to initiate somehow. And then Leech has a very good game, so he goes for a blink, first item. That's great. And we want to use the timing of the beast that has a blink dagger at this point. So we're gonna show up to the push lane, because like we can be quite sure that someone is gonna defend it, right? If this wave is like here, it's very unlikely that enemies will show up. But that way, we get a kill on Meepo. And as we get the kill on Meepo, I just suddenly TP to the base. I have like 0 mana, right? And then I will have my Meteor Hammer at this point. So I want to regenerate. And as soon as I get mana, I get hammer, I try to reconnect to my team. There's obviously some things happening, but I wouldn't be able to impact this. I did not have mana to impact. So I could be like running around the mid lane with like no spells, or just go back to the base, get mana, and then get this kill on Weaver, right? But this is a decision that you need to make up first, like quickly, sorry. So if you're here, you get the kill, you see 0 mana, okay, I TP base. If it takes like 10 seconds for you to realize, okay, I have no mana, maybe I go base, you would be late for this kill, right? So if you're out of resources, just go back base. And here again, we're dominating their portion of the map, right? We are killing them on pushed out waves. This is pushed out, a hero will show up, they want to farm, okay, we punish them. And I'm just like, okay, this is the time I'm gonna start farming. So again, pushing out waves every time I can. And it's very hard for them to kill me at this point, right? I mean, if I'm showing up here, they need to bring a lot of heroes. And this allows us to also control the runes that are not very important in this game. Notice how we have Klinksmith, and there's a Meepo on the other side, though, so there's no runes, right? No bottles. So runes aren't that important, but you will still prefer to get them, right? Especially ones like DD. So again, pushed out waves. I'm looking for a kill. I know that Leech has blink. Maybe we just get a random kill here. I see a hero. I'm like, okay, I cannot commit for this, but maybe. Okay, Bad just goes away. Goes in. I miss my ultimate, we still get the kill. And notice how a lot of the kills happen on pushed out waves. So first thing, we push out waves, then we just wait for kills. I want to get a deep ward in right now, so we can actually see who's gonna be defending the towers, and then we can set up for a kill. Okay, I see Meepo tipping, I'm pressuring the tower and getting the wave as well. But I need to run away as Meepo can kill me. And then he just dies on the top lane. As it was only one Meepo. That's just lucky for me, I guess. I'm not in range to use the silence quick enough. So we'll hard commit here. And I just get outplayed. And I believe this was a mistake. Once we show 2 heroes on the top lane, it's very hard for us to get a kill here. So it's a mistake. I got kind of baited by Beast. But on the other hand, like there were like 5 times we used this scenario to get a kill. So it's okay to die like this once per, 6 attempts. As you open up the map so much because of this. because of those moves, right? And here Beast is like crazy for this. He's gonna pay with his life. So enemies still have life in them, right? They are very underfarmed compared to us, but like Beepo is farming, Weaver is hitting some creeps, so it's kind of fine, right? The big difference is in the supports at this point. I'm very rich compared to the enemies, so I'm gonna go for Aghanim's. So normally I would say in this game I might actually go for a Hex and just be the lockdown, right? Because we do have damage. But on the other hand, so something I didn't consider when we drafted the when I picked my hero, against Meepo you really like the other facet. And I think it's a mistake that I didn't take it. Because it allows you to throw the balls. So here I want to talk about what is gonna happen here, right? We get some kills, but why it happens. So we pretty much farmed the top side of the map here, right? And then mid lane we pushed out the lane. I pushed out the lane. And so we know that enemies are on top, they aren't mid, so they are here, right? The beast is dead, so that means in 15 seconds he's gonna be able to TP to the bot lane and defend this tower, right? So we smoke as 4 here to run into this area. Beast is gonna approach from this side, and just like this, we get 3 kills. And this kind of move, this kind of smoke, is opening up the map so much for you. Because once enemies actually get area, like here, right, on the bot lane, they would really love to farm there and just stay there and just, get some kills. So if we go with one hero, we're just gonna feed. That's why we need to smoke as 4, and just get this area back, especially as we have advantage, right? So at this point we want to get Tormentor as it's 20 minutes. That's the goal, but I see Weaver here. He's like, I don't know what he's doing here, but he's just gonna feed. And just like that, we get yet another kill on Phoenix. The Tormentor is ours, and the map looks really good for us. Notice how we make a lot of moves that are across the map. So the last thing you want to do when you're smoking, you want to run into like, straight line. That's not what you want, right? This is what you should avoid. When you run across the map, enemies don't really know where you are. Because you could be going either side, right? And obviously the main idea when you're smoking is to smoke towards areas that you know that enemies are in. Which is you're not guessing, right? So once you have vision, that's perfect. If you don't have vision, then running across the map gives you the best chance to see, okay, this camp was farmed. Maybe this camp was farmed. Maybe Weaver is showing up here like in a wave. Great. So here, after the Tormentor, usually you would like to smoke and go through the portal, right? I will just feed here, I think, yes. Just unfortunate. So you would like to go through the portal and go contest XP Shrine, but we are smoking a lot this game. So we are out of smokes. That's the reason why we didn't do that. So here a stupid fight is gonna happen. I think ultimately this is the problem that we didn't have smokes, right? So we are forced to pretty much, let enemies know that we are in this area and we can, once one hero shows at bot, and I believe this is what happened to the Clans, that means they know that we are not 5 top and they can take a fight. So this obviously goes pretty decent for us in the end, right? But the main idea was I shouldn't be so aggressive pushing this tower at this point, as they know that we don't have 5 people. So right now, we took the Tormentor, right? The next goal is Rush. It's clear, right? I'm kind of away from Aghanim's. Phoenix skill allows us to rush. I'm kind of far away from Aghanim's, right? I want to finish it. But I also need to prepare them up for rush. So I know that the enemies are very unlikely to go there at this point. So I can afford right now to play a bit greedy and just finish my item. Which is, farm those camps. Okay, the pause is going. Farm some camps, then push out this wave because I know it's gonna push into us. And my team wants to rush. So here, right? I'm showing up here it's a very unlikely scenario that the enemies will just run as 5 at us, right? So yeah, it's very unlikely that the enemies will contest us, as we are very strong, right? So I can afford to do this, get my Aghanims, but then obviously, if we want to take Rosh, like the only chance for enemies to win this game is just to get Rosh right now. Just contest us and get Rosh. So I really need to connect to my team. And I'm like, okay guys, I got my Aghanims, I'm connecting to you. Enemies are not contesting, and the chances are that they will contest. The chances for that are very low, but I still cannot take the risk because that's the only way we actually lose this game, right? So I cannot just stay top right now and just farm there. I just simply need to connect to my team, as we are strong enough to approach high ground at this point. And my team just runs here for some reason, and they just, you know, try to take a fight, 3 versus 5, which actually doesn't go that bad, considering all the things. It's kind of awkward for me to go through the wall. He tries to snipe the Muerta. So this is a mistake of my team, that they just go in here without 5 heroes. But, I mean, nobody's gonna play perfectly, right? So I see Darkseer is pressuring. Okay, I'm like, guys, we have no creeps. Time to split. And as there's like no clear objective on the bot lane, I'm calling for the Beast to smoke. And as I said before, run across the map. Right here, we have vision, right? Here and here. And now I'm gonna draw on the map as well how I wanna go about this. Right? Yeah. Okay, the drawing is not showing. So here I'm gonna talk about it. So my goal, we're gonna get this kill. My goal is to go like this. Through here, as we have vision, and to the wave. And there's a very high chance that we're gonna get a kill. I obviously don't want to, you know, team fight at this point. I just want to get a quick kill. As we didn't have all the heroes. So I'm fine with this kill being Phoenix. I'm fine with that. As we just meet him here, okay, it's a free one. We just jump in with Beast. I'm gonna use my ultimate. And that's how we, you know, create tempo on the map. Because again, Phoenix is dead, so they cannot really team fight again. And that allows us to, you know, if they cannot team fight, they will probably split and farm. And if they split and farm, we get yet another kill, right? So one kill allows us to get another one. And then you just now push in the lanes. And this is how you create tempo on the map. It doesn't have to be team fight every time. It can be a pickoff, even at this point, even on support. Because once you get a pickoff, that means enemies are not allowed to team fight again. So because of this, again, they cannot really do anything. They cannot smoke, they cannot team fight us for this tower, as Weaver is dead. So we just get the tower. The game is gonna end very soon at this point. Gonna farm the wave. I believe we get a pickoff here again. And again, pickoff after pickoff after pickoff. And this is how we pretty much approach high ground, right? We are not trying to push high ground into 5 heroes. This is just impossible. The most important thing in this kind of situation is to get pickoffs on the map. And I can guarantee you that enemies will not sit in base and just wait for you. If they actually are 5 heroes at the high ground, do not push high ground, guys. If they are stuck in the base, just farm every camp that is close to the base. And just like, if they do it for 5 minutes, they will lose like 10k gold difference. And you're fine with that. That's like 1 item on each hero, right? You're completely fine with that. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you have any hero you would like to see in this kind of replay, just go ahead and let me know in the comments. And as always, see you